Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of a Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the guest hosting Aztec Olmec, but it wouldn't be a proper episode
There he is.
if I didn't have the hospitable Lightstar 777 with me.
I like that. And today we have, I'm going to butcher your name, but we have a very special guest, very new member of our Discord community, Chibkaje. Did I butcher it? Did I ruin it? I'm sure I did.
A little bit. It's a mixture between the Chibi and the Hokage from Naruto. So Chibkage.
Cheap Kage.
Chibkage.
Excellent.
All right,
Yep.
Chibkage. I love
Hello.
that. Welcome.
So,
welcome.
welcome.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I just got off of work and here I am, ready to jump into this.
Being super modest. Cheap Kabi, as Ken said, just entered our Discord. He's an OG. He's been playing for, I think 7 out of the 7 years that Summoner's War has been around. And he's a world of knowledge. So, we decided to pick his brain a little bit. He was free around now. So I was like, why don't we jump on stream and interview one of our Discord members, one of our monster ranchers, and we'll just chat about how'd you like find this game and what kind of
Everything.
what led you to keep playing, and you have an awesome story about your first account, which I will be happy to let you tell.
So my first account, so I started the game about 7 years ago, and I was maybe 2 years into playing it, and I jumped on one day and my account, it seemed to have got hacked.
Oh,
And I was like,
that's
alright.
rough.
So I still am free to play, and Comtuous basically said that you had to have your receipts for a purchase order in order to get your account back. So I was like, what? Well, I guess I'm not getting that account back.
Oh,
So
sorry to hear that.
I created a new account called Cheap Kage,
Right.
and I ended up friending myself, which would be the hacker at now, and he accepted it.
Yeah.
So I ended up.
Was it very soon after you were hacked that you became
yeah.
friends with your? Okay.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
I was literally level 1, and I friended him, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and message him and try it just to see if he'll just give me my account back, since Comtuous wasn't gonna do anything about it.
Right.
And he basically said no, and I'm like, I'll fight you, in a couple years. So 2 years after, and I grew this account, we ended up RTAing,
Get out.
and it was just a demolishing map. It was not even fair. And needless to say, I just told him he can just keep that account and I will keep mine.
That is such an awesome story. That is just so cold blooded. You're like, keep the account. I'm good. That's awesome. That's such a oh man. I thought I was cool. That is a cool story.
Yeah, I don't think I have that kind of ballerness. Yeah, I don't have that kind
Mic
of
dr-
ballerness.
that
at
was
all.
that was such a mic drop. You're like, you know what? You can keep it. We're good. We're good over here. That's
So
awesome.
Now I do make it a point to purchase one of those $5 packs every month, so I do have my receipts. So I can show Comtuous and get my account back in case it does get hacked again.
Okay, well that's
I was
honestly
gonna
good
ask,
advice.
Did that change your behavior in the game?
Well, Yeah, so I'm still
that makes good sense.
I still like to say I'm free to play. I only spend the $5 here and there just to make sure my account stays updated with the receipts.
Excellent.
That's good advice. I didn't know that about your account needing a receipt to actually keep it saved. So that's really good advice, man.
So it's more so just proof.
Yeah.
Proof that it's your account. That's what they use.
Okay.
Huh.
Excellent. Very, very good advice. I am going to start collecting in all the emails that I get because we're definitely not free to play. We definitely treat ourselves to a pack or two. You know, when the time comes, we're not. We're definitely not whales. We're like right on this. Right in the. In, we're like dolphins. We're little whales. But very cool. I mean, there's so many topics that we could get into. The um, improvements to Siege. I know I don't have an R5 team as yet. I know Lightstar is definitely building his up. Anything particular that sticks out that you'd like to discuss or talk about?
Well, I did hear on your last episode that you were struggling with that Wind Rift beast.
Yeah, Wind Rifts is probably my worst Rift dungeon.
And-
Yeah, definitely would like to have some help with that. That would be great.
Uh, I was reading some comments on Reddit, and they told me, because I was struggling with Wind Rift
Oh, wow.
until like last week.
Okay.
Like I was only getting A+, just annoying me. And they're like, Belgier is the cheat code to Wind Rift. Just use your BJR5 Bale. And I'm like, alright, so now I'm running Fran, Ergar, the Dark Vamp Lord,
Right.
and Mav in the front line, and then Belgier, Rauk, and Crow in the back line, and I get SS to triple S almost every time.
That is awesome because I think I have all those units.
team.
That's Lightstar. What team do you use for Wind Rift?
Hold on, I'll stop my repeat battle and I can tell you momentarily.
Oh, that's
Can't tell you till before then.
no
But,
problem.
I do have a question for you, Chief Kage. How long had you had the account before it got hacked? And were there any monsters in there that were like your favorite monsters of all time that your secondary account has yet to get back yet? Or have you been pretty fortunate that you
get better
have
stuff?
everything you want?
Did you get?
So, my last account, I didn't really have much luck. I had the account for 2 years, and I only pulled 3 Nat 5s. I pulled 2 Kumars, and then a Beth.
Okay.
And
I love Beth.
I have yet to pull a Beth again. Or my Kumar,
Okay.
the Fire Beast Monk.
But what do you have now that's on your account that you like? I mean, 5 stars, 4 stars, even 3 stars that you really have built up well.
I think by far my most favorite is either my Leica, Vanessa,
Vanessa.
Rod, Diana, or my Fire Art Master now.
Ah.
I hear a lot about the Fire Art
Yes,
Master.
because
I only
he's
have the
awesome.
water one.
Yeah, the Fire Art Master is. I mean, I just got the Wind Art Master, and I love him. He's totally amazing. But I definitely have the Fire Art Master. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that you have better units now than you had. I mean, sans Beth, of course, because we definitely love. Big fan of Beth on the show. So, but yeah, that's awesome that you have some new units and some.
Floppy hat Beth for the win.
FTW, absolutely.
I've got the Fire Hell Lady. She seems kind of niche for me.
Yeah, I recently got her, and I have yet to figure out where I'm going to use her, but so I have my Kali and Ergar in my front line.
Okay.
Crow.
This is for Wind Rift, just to reiterate.
Rogue, Crow, Masha, and Bale in my back row.
How is Kali working? That's awesome. I never thought to use Kaki in Wind Rift. Kali. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I haven't done it since I 2-8 him, so I'm gonna do a run now and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know. But
With
it
the
was enough that this team got me my triple S's. So
Hmm. Would the
this
fire
wasn't even the last
Onigami
Rift
be a...
piece that it took.
Would the
I mean,
fire
it's about
Onigami
turn
work?
cycling
Yeah.
and healing, so really depends. Like his invincibility on Kali is one of the big things,
Good point.
so that he can take a lot of abuse in the front row.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, because Kaki is all about that group damage, right? And things like that, and putting him on despair so you can stun teams. I don't know. What do you think, Chupkage? Do you think Kaki would have use in the Wind Rift Beast?
Maybe if he's on Vampire, just to
Okay.
sustain and be able to
Self-sustain,
stay
yeah.
alive.
Hmm.
Other than that, I haven't even built him yet, or any of the Amamushas.
Ooh, I have all three built, and I love all three.
You like all of them. Yeah, they're definitely counters to Miho. That's pretty much why they were built. But, I've only awakened the Wind Oni, and I haven't, I think, but by far, I believe the Fire was the best. I mean, they nerfed him almost immediately when he came out, right?
Yeah, almost like a week after.
Excellent. Excellent. So, let's see. So, out of all those, oh yeah, actually, we both got Varad very recently. So, how did you rune? I'm super curious about how people rune their
I didn't get
Varads.
Varad. Zyros.
Zyros. Why did I say
Got
Varad?
Zyros.
I
Fire.
have Zyros
Yeah.
and Varad. So my Varad is built Vio Guard because half of his skills are based off of defense.
Okay.
So I went speed, defense, defense. with him.
Really?
And I went for speed and accuracy in the substats.
Excellent.
It's really good.
I've never really thought of.
I didn't know that about Zyros for the defense.
Yeah.
Well, so Zyros isn't based off of defense. It was Varad's
Oh,
skills.
you meant Varad.
Oh.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
nothing about Varad. That's.
How did you
I
rune
am
your
a
Zyros?
Varadless, and
I did say Varad, so
speed,
sorry.
crit damage, attack,
Okay.
despair, blade.
Excellent.
So good damage, good crowd control, while dotting.
Absolutely.
Do you think he would be a worthy replacement for one of the Melias in a Giants 12 team?
Probably not, due to attribute advantage.
Got you.
That is true.
Chibikage, if you didn't know, I
There
have
really are some-
I have two cats. One is bad, and one is almost comatose all the time. Leo is good, but anyway. But they invade the stream all the time. So even though when I
Funny you say that, because my fiance actually has 3 cats and one is also named Leo.
we couldn't make that
That
up.
is wild.
You can't make this stuff up.
There's a chance.
What are the odds? That's awesome. Shout out to Leo. Well, both the Leos. Daenerys is the other one who is very aloof and very. Her Uncle Ken.
Evil.
Not a big fan of Uncle Ken, but we still love her, kinda. We feed her. Let's put it that way.
Hold on. Let me tell you this.
Tell you the story.
Okay.
Tell
This
them-
cat walked up to me, right? Purring, lets me pet her.
Let's be
We're
pals.
getting along, and I'm literally, she's like, and then all of a sudden, she just in an instant, she's like,
Yep, just flipped on him.
right in my face for no reason. Just we were getting along so well, and then instantly she was done with me.
She's a bad cat. Okay, we're gonna do some rapid fire. You ready? Are you ready, Chibikake? We're gonna do some rapid fire. This is gonna be Summoner's War and other things also. But right off the top of your head, you named your a couple of favorite 5 stars. Who's your favorite 4 star?
Lucian.
Excellent. Who is your favorite RTA unit?
Geogun, the Fire Art Master.
Who is your favorite Naruto character?
Itachi.
I knew the answer, but I just wanted to ask because Itachi is life. What is your?
I actually RP'd him.
Oh, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Easily, they should have just named the series Itachi. And what is your favorite like anime series or TV show, like hands down of all time?
It's a tie between Plunderer and SAO.
SAO, wow. Plunderer, I haven't seen. And that's
Really good.
a stretch when I haven't seen a
I
series.
love Sword Art Online.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have some swag from Sword Art if I don't remember if I remember correctly. You have a couple of pieces of SAO swag. No, SAO is awesome, but just to read my favorite series is easily the original Mobile Suit Gundam, just hands down. But most of the Gundam series, Wing is probably my second favorite, series, and of course, Rasafan. But my favorite 5-star would be the one I just got, the Wind Art Master, Peng. He's the best boy right now. I just pulled a Kumar also. My favorite 4-star right now is the Dark Nine Tails, just because of Sean P's video. And I didn't ask. What's your favorite 3-star? Who's your favorite 3-star?
I've actually been a big fan recently of the Wind Battle Mammoth.
Whoa! Did not see that coming
Why's
at
the Wind
all.
one?
Why the Wind Battle Mammoth?
I watched a few videos a month ago
Right.
about how there was like G1, G2 players running a 3-star, 4-star Wind Battle Mammoth, and I couldn't understand why. And I looked at his skills, and they built him full tank with all Nemesis runes,
Okay.
and he's got the
Oh.
biggest attack bar boost for all allies in the game.
Excellent.
Interesting.
What? See, I'm glad I asked. I'm so glad. I was gonna throw that question. I was like, who cares about 3? I am so glad I asked that. Lightstar, what was your favorite 3-star?
Alien. Actually, I have to go look at the monster box. Bear with me.
No problem.
I mean,
Currently, my favorite 3-star is probably Naomi, the Wind Martial
probably
Cat.
Crow is the one
Ah.
I use the most.
Yes, Crow is badassery on 4 legs. Very cool. Lightstar, what's your favorite anime series that you could watch right now?
So the one that I probably watch the most often would be Tenchi Muyo.
Ah, classic.
I always loved that one. That was my jam back in the day.
Hey,
And
that's
then,
awesome.
What was it? There was a movie enemy. Hey, Wrenchman. That was Samurai X, I believe, or
Yes.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni
the
Kenshin,
animated
yeah,
one.
absolutely.
It had some of the funniest lines in any anime ever. Like, where like the warlord was like, "The moon peers down on a diseased world," and like his assistant was like, "Yes, master, yes," and like I don't know why that shit cracked me up. It was wonderful.
Excellent. I did want to talk about because I haven't built one in R5 team. I know Lightstar. I think you have, the dreaded BJR R5 team. I'm curious, Chipkage, how you built yours and how you ruined this, and because I'm not too familiar with the mechanic because I don't do a whole lot of rifting but yeah. Can you tell me about your BJR5 team?
So, BJR5, it's Belgier Jensen, which are your 2 carries, and it's a lot of speed tuning.
Okay.
So it's certain monsters have to go first, then this has to happen, then Belgier goes and basically kills the boss down to half.
Okay.
And Jensen will go and revive everyone. They'll die on the first hit to get
And get
those
stacks for Belgier.
back
Okay.
up.
Gotcha.
And then your Lauren goes and it's over. Done. If I was told each run should take 27 to 28 seconds. If it doesn't, it's an automatic fail.
Is it too
Epic
squishy to
fail.
survive long combat?
Yeah. So everyone except for 2 or 3 of your monsters should be on fight, except for Bale. He should be on Rage Will, I think it is. Yeah, Rage
Just
Will.
pulled Bale. Okay, so this could work. This could actually work. Okay.
And I actually had one of my guildmates help me with his EHP because I didn't actually understand that whole.
It is
Like-
a very complicated formula. I don't really
Yeah.
understand it.
Please
but I could
explain what
figure
we
it out
don't
with
understand.
the chart.
What?
So, from what I got from it, your Bale should. Well, this is what mine is. So roughly get plus 13,000 HP,
Okay.
plus 1,700 attack, plus 200-ish defense, and then he has to go second to last on your team. So make him slow.
Okay.
And then 68% crit rate is a need. It has to be at least 68.
Got you.
And then as much crit damage as you can get into him. So mine is 249.
That's 249 for
Yeah,
listeners.
249.
That's awesome. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. So now I see the method behind the madness. So you only need one. You only need one Jansen, Bael, Balagur, of course, and who else rounds out the team?
Colleen,
Hmm.
the fire harpoo.
Right.
She has to move first on your team and tanky enough to survive the first hit,
Okay.
but die on the second hit.
Got you.
And so mine's 6-star max level, and she's only got plus 1,500 HP,
Okay.
and then 62 speed, and that's all you need.
Okay. Very cool.
Now, did you
I mean-
build a second Colleen just for BJ5, or do you have just your main one that you use?
I just have one. I'm not a big fan of making duplicates of monsters, as much as I don't like Trikaru or Trickaroo. I did it just
I love
because
my
it was.
Tricaro.
I don't know. I'm just not a fan of building duplicates of monsters. Like I have a second Sierra just sitting in storage.
Yeah.
Because it's a speed lead, but I don't want to. So that's why I don't want to get rid of her.
Of course.
But
Excellent. So.
I did build a second Lauren
Oh. Okay.
for that.
Nice.
So, who is your dream? Who are your bucket list monsters? Who are ones that you want to pull? I'm sure, somewhere on that list would be Beth and Kumar. But who is like your Is it an LD Nat 5? Is a LD Nat 4 that you really want? Like, who is one of your bucket list units?
Rika. I've got all the Nat 4s of the main element,
Okay.
so really just a Rika.
Oh, nice.
That's all. Or any LD Nat 5, honestly. I just don't have the runes
I hear you.
to build
Dang.
anyone else.
Wrenchbane's Balagur is plus 7k HP, plus 1800 attack, plus 500 defense, 74 crit, and 239 crit damage. That is a beefy
239.
Balagur. Crit damage, yeah.
That's awesome. No, that's ridiculous. Shout out to you, Wrenchman. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. Excellent, excellent. So, we have a little bit of improvements to like the siege things. Do you have any opinions on, you know, some of these new features that we're gonna get?
For what exactly? I don't remember what you said.
Oh.
Or I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
No problem. We're getting some additions to the, you know, to Siege.
Oh, I haven't even checked in this new siege improvements yet. I just got off of work.
Good point. Good point. No problem. Do you have any RTA tips for us?
I mean-
we are new. Well, I shouldn't say news. We're we're testing the waters of RTA. Do you have
For-
any?
Yeah, so for fighter, like if you're just going for just sticking in fighter,
Right.
build one solid team of 5
Okay.
that all complement each other. Like, I know there's teams out there that base, like, there's 3 supports and then you're one main nuker. Well, if they ban that one main nuker, you're kind of done.
Yeah.
So if you build 5 monsters that complement each other, no matter who they ban, you're in the safe. You're clear.
Got you.
Do you put a purposeful monster in just to pull a ban ever, or do you just play to being able to function with whatever they ban?
So I always pick Sierra first, hoping she gets banned. I always pick, if I'm first turn, I pick Sierra first because that way they can't pick her. And then, because she's just super annoying to deal with. And if I'm second turn pick, I will pick Sierra Vanessa and just get my speed leads out of the way right away.
Nice.
Excellent. That just
That's
means
a good idea.
I have a lot of rune farming to do. Now, a lot. A lot of will runes, a lot of violent and rage runes. Just
It also depends on whether you're gonna be or try for a first turn team or a second turn team. So like me, I try to go for a first turn. I'm gonna either knock out 3 of your monsters or 2 of your monsters before you get a turn, or I'm gonna lose.
You're
But-
going unchecked aggression for the win. That's good.
Yeah, my 300 speed Wusa for the win.
someone just pulled a
I just
Wusa.
pulled Wusa, and how did you ruin yours?
For PvE purposes, I have him Vio Will, and for RTA purposes, I have him Swift Will.
Ah,
Okay.
two.
You're just going pure speed and sustain.
Yep. So yes, RTA I go for pure speed to get my immunity off before they get a turn.
Nice.
Excellent.
That is a very good tactic.
Sounds like very, very, very useful things to do with your Wusa, Lightstar. Aztec doesn't have a Wusa. One of my bucket list monsters, just so you know. But
He's been my bucket list for 7 years. I totally get it. I just pulled him this year.
oh wow,
Oh, nice.
GZ to you. Absolutely. Now, did you?
My bucket list would be any Archangel,
Yes.
and the RNGesus still doesn't love me that much.
If they made a trading thing, I could give you my Vela. I don't use him.
If they make that, I will
They-
come calling, guaranteed.
Or Eladriel. I got either one you can have. I don't use either of them.
I would literally take either. I don't even care.
However, the Holy Grail, pardon the pun, is the Light Archangel. Ken really won and came super close. Definitely got. I forgot what the Dark Valkyrie's name is, but when you saw wings, you almost lost. You saw the wing. Trinity, yes. You saw
I
the.
was really happy, and then I was still happy. I was just slightly less a muted response, if you will.
You saw the
I
wings.
did find out.
Hmm.
I did fight one of those in RTA, not knowing she had a 33% speed lead. So
Yeah, she's quite good. With Samantha and Vanessa, I have 33% speed leads, so I
That's all
can
of 'em.
usually outspeed anybody if I put enough of them in there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Just trying to think. Yeah, Samantha and
God
Waterryu. Yeah, I think are my only two speed leads that I can remember offhand. Now, did you go to any
Ooh,
of
there was
the?
a filter in the monster box.
Yes, we found that out the hard way, of course. But did you ever attend any of the events, like the Tour of the Americas or any of the conventions for Summoner's War?
I'd like to this year. I haven't in the past
Okay.
due to my busy work schedule. Like, this has been the best week to get me on this show
Oh, really?
because
Oh,
my work is completely sporadic. Like, I work in a conveyor belt shop, so
Yeah.
we go and install these belts in the big factories.
That's
so
awesome.
whenever they call, I have to go.
yes. So I'm glad we were able to catch you, and of
I mean,
course,
that's kind of wild.
yeah. That I've never heard of that, like anyone actually having that profession before, besides you, of course. But because when you look at a factory or a warehouse, you have like I don't even think about who installs the actual belts for the because in every factory that has every modern factory that has yeah I don't wow that's pretty impressive. Do you know anyone else that installs?
You just thought that you bought a factory and
it just
and it,
it
was
just
like,
comes
oh,
with it.
there's a conveyor belt. It was just here.
Like, one of our biggest customers is Nestle, so Jack's Pizza. All those pizzas,
Yeah.
we make the belts for.
Hmm.
That-
Very,
Awesome.
very, very cool.
So, what content are you focusing on currently in your account?
Uh,
What is tickling your fancy?
I've been dreading it, actually. I'm working on making my Sathatu team.
Ah,
Ah,
Sathatu.
you know, mine. I need to
Sath and
rework
Tatsu, just
because I can only do GB11 with my team, and I realize my stats are just off the mark, so I need to go back and rework it.
Not by much.
Very sad.
Yeah,
Just
my
enough
biggest.
to get annoying 5-star runes.
My team for GB12 is about 1 minute and 30 seconds right now, only
Good.
due to Leica, the
Oh,
Fire
okay.
Dragon Knight.
Right.
He's
Yeah, I
just
should build mine one day.
yeah. They just tell him that actually my guildmates told me that Leica's the cheat code to GB12
Hmm.
because he can't get one shot.
Hmm. And there's been a Leica sitting on the bench in Lightstar's account.
Yeah, I run.
He's keeping no long company.
Yeah, right. The Storage Defense Force is what we call.
Definitely, I highly recommend building him. He's 1v3'd so many times in RTA for me. He's one of my main people I use in RTA.
How did you ruin him?
Vampire Nemesis.
Sustain and killing their HP.
Hmm.
Smart.
Vampire Nemesis. Would that work with Leo also? Because I have a Leo that I haven't built as well. Vampire
Probably.
Nemesis.
As long as you make sure he doesn't have any speed and build him tanky.
Gotcha. Ah.
That's one of his biggest benefits is you want as little speed as possible on Leo.
You know, here's my question. That you bring up Leo. Leo was my very first 5-star back in the day, and out of a sense of obligation, I 6-starred him recently. But I guess what I'm wondering is, what is the advantage? So, like, you get everybody's speed to be no faster than his, right? So he gets the first attack, but then everything sees to go as it would have anyways. So I guess I'm just trying to understand what is his advantage. Like, what is it he's doing for your team if he moves first, and then everything proceeds as it was going to.
Well, as I brought up earlier about how you can't just rely on the one monster, you gotta find monsters that also complement that main person or each other. So running a Leo isn't gonna do much for you, but if you run him with like a Vertiheal, who boosts the attack bar of your monsters, and a Lauren to decrease their attack bars, he's gonna constantly be going, and speed doesn't affect anybody in that game. Because he's on the battlefield.
Now, does that effect get removed as soon as he dies?
Yes, it does.
Okay, interesting. You know what? These are the monsters that keep my storage defense force safe, but, you know...
we may have to
I'll
mobilize. We may have to take... Well, honestly, I am all out of questions. I mean, unless there is something Lightstar. Did you have any... Because that was a brilliant, inquiry that you just made. That actually helped me out a lot because... my towers aren't the fastest, but maybe Leo could be an offset to that. But I'm out of I'm out of bullets. But did you have any questions that you wanted to shoot over to the Kage?
I mean, just hope that we can have you on again.
Yeah,
someday.
absolutely, because
and,
your profession sounds pretty intense.
Yeah. I mean, it just, it belts people in, That's so cool, though.
Oh, you have to tell the story about this dog. This that you're using for your tag. Who is this?
You mean the cutest little pupper ever?
So this is actually, so when I was about 3 years ago, I was living at my buddy's house.
Right.
Yeah, so I was living at my buddy's house, and his fiance, well, girlfriend at the time, was like, we should get some dogs or whatever, and I was like, well, I'm kind of in a rough patch, I'm out of job, I'll watch the dogs and take care of them or whatever. And so they ended up getting 2 little puppies. There was a German Shepherd, which you can actually see his ear a little bit in that picture, and the little golden retriever, the golden lab. And the golden retriever is named Theo, and the German Shepherd was named Voodoo. And literally, they would just play and play and play. And I was like, and then he ended up tilting his head a little bit and propped his ear up, and I was like, I'm taking a picture of that quick, so I did. And it's just been my Discord picture ever since.
Very cool.
I love that.
My
wife works with puppies, so, the moment I saw that, I was like, this is a good person who can be trusted.
She actually met Mark Hamill's dog, if that's a thing.
Took care of her.
Took care of Mark Hamill's. Yeah. That's true. There's not too many people that can say that.
I wouldn't tell you what it looks like, but it's definitely not the dog you would imagine Mark Hamill had, or maybe it would be.
What breed?
Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. That's just too much. That's too much admitting. That's too much admitting to knowing all about his dog.
Okay. Just trying to wrench it.
It's smaller than I would have imagined for the most powerful Jedi.
Okay, say no more. Say no more. Now, besides Summoner's War, do you play any other games? Like, we are definitely into space sims like No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous, and anime-style games like Genshin Impact. Do you play anything other than Summoner's? I mean, not like that, but do you play any other games besides Summoner's War?
Oh yeah, actually me and my fiance are both big into gaming, so we just got the new game, It Takes Two.
Oh, perfect.
Oh my god, I'm one achievement away from getting the platinum, but my friend hates platforming, so he won't do it. And,
Dude,
I,
it's
I,
so
I'm I love that game.
I'll,
That game
I've
Yeah.
never played it, but of course, if Lightstar's playing it, I'll jump in. But that's very cool. I love the commercial for that. Crazy on you. I love that commercial. And it looked super fun, but sadly, I just didn't have anyone to play with.
It's a big puzzle game. I really enjoy it.
Oh, awesome! And it's
How
awesome.
far are you in?
We got 2 of the pieces of paper so far, and then it was like 4 in the morning. We had to go to bed.
But the fact that you can play with your fiance, that's just 2 thumbs up. Super awesome. Very cool. Excellent. Anything else? Any other games that you like?
Rainbow Six Siege, League of Legends. Again, my fiance
Wow.
likes to play Minecraft, so
Awesome.
we play a lot of that too.
Very cool.
Yeah, other than that, it's just basically whatever anyone else wants to play, that's what I play.
Excellent.
That's me at night. I play with my friends, whatever they're playing at the time. I'm like, sure, why not? That
Jumping
sounds
in.
great.
Yep, that's exactly how I am. Oh, we're playing this game? Alright, cool.
Let's do it.
Now, as you may know, we like to summon at the end of every show. Would you have even 1 or 2 scrolls to participate in the journey with?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
I can actually buy a pack right now for you. There.
Look at that. So agreeable. I love it.
Sky.
You
Can
know,
you?
Today is going to be the day that we're totally all going to get our dream monsters all at the same time here.
It has happened before.
I'm going to get an archangel. Aztec will get whatever he hasn't gotten. That he's already summoned.
Honestly, well, I've had an awesome streak, and I don't know. I haven't been this lucky in life, so, to be
You know,
honest.
I can't be mad because I got Zyros and I got a mage, so you know I can't be upset at my luck.
No.
You pulled, like,
What mage
5.
did you end up getting?
Yes, I have played Epic 7, and Aztec has played Epic 7
We have.
before Wrenchbane. So I got the Wind one, which I know is the most kakapupu one of the lot.
Really?
You know, I'm determined to try and build it and see if it's worthy.
I pulled the wind one also, and I did build mine.
Is she good? You good?
I
We haven't
really
decided
love
yet.
her. I love her. I like to think of her as my second Lucian. Like,
Whoa, that's high praise. That's high praise.
yeah, she's like, I didn't build her Vio like everyone says. I went straight damage. I went Rage Blade,
Rage.
speed, crit damage, attack, and then I bring 3 sustainers to keep her alive to hit her 50 stacks, and then I use her in Tartarus. So
Okay.
mine hits for about 15 to 20k at 50 stacks.
Dang.
There is hope for yours, Lightstar.
Pretty good.
That I don't see how that is the worst out of the
Yeah.
bunch. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, I need to change her runes because that's garbage that I put on her. I
Should
think
I-
I was just holding fight runes or revenge runes for her.
Should I count down our special Thursday summons?
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, Summoner
today,
Lightstar.
I'm getting an archangel. I'm gonna get an archangel. I'm gonna get a beast monk. I'm
Yes.
gonna get a chimera.
Speak it into existence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll
Our
count it
Jesus
down.
is gonna give me 4 back to back.
3, 2, 1, and summon. I should find that summon track that was playing for the 7-year anniversary. Got out the whole
So
sentence.
far, I only have 4 left, so I need all 4 to be lightning, and yeah, it's not happening. Oh well.
I just got the wind boomerang warrior again.
Skill ups. I got a water sliff, so
They're good.
more skill ups for good old Tyron. I'm gonna switch.
Did- If you guys ever have trouble with the Wind Panda Warrior, build the Wind Boomerang.
Hmm. And
It's my
I have
anti.
you're
unfair bear.
anti-unfair bear. Any reason why?
the my
Her heal 3.
Gotcha.
Increases. So I run her, Maruna, and Diva,
Right.
the Light Chakram, and Fire Boomerang. Because the Fire Boomerang has the guaranteed stun on with her S3,
Mm-hmm.
and then you run the Wind Boomerang's S3 to increase that stun due to however many attacks the Chakram and Boomerang does. So it's like 7-5 stuns, a stun turn. So even if he Vio procs, he can't do anything.
I am so sorry, but I just pulled. You just gave me some luck, Cheap Kage. I just pulled the Fire Art Master because of you.
Hey.
Because of you. And 7-year scrolls, of course. But mainly, I'm going to chalk it up to you, Cheap Kage.
Congratulations, Swift.
yeah. Normally, I just give him all the luck in the world while I get.
Wow. When I saw 5 stars, I almost. And then I saw the dragon behind him because I have my crystal dragon built. I was like, oh, cool, another dragon. And then I saw the giant brush tip. Wow. Thank you.
Swift Will is the way to build them. Speed, HP, accuracy, or Swift Will. Speed, HP, accuracy, or speed, HP if you can get the accuracy in subs.
I don't have anything to say. I'm good for the rest of the day. But on a real note, thank you for taking time out of your huge, busy schedule. 1, to listen. 2, to come chat with us. I'm going to be listening to this repeatedly because there were so many knowledge bombs dropped that, you probably progressed my account more than you think just in one conversation, and I appreciate that. Dude.
About your unfair bear, this is what I use to deal with the unfair bear. My Fran, Lauren, Sylvia, and Lynn. Because even though he gets out of the stun, I just do overwhelming damage to him so quickly, it makes him go away.
But what about the rest of the team?
The rest of the team gets killed shortly thereafter.
No.
Like in siege battle, this team can shred everything very quickly. So I'll do with this one, I'll do Sylvia lead, Lauren and Lynn, and I can usually take out any unfair bear defenses that I find.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just like my Zen or Wind Boomerang because she does have that speed lead of 24% for guild content.
Well, both of mine are 4-star max, so I will definitely go build them up. Good advice.
Excellent. Well, that wraps it up for me. I mean, thanks you so much for taking time out of your schedule. New episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us, mrgtsw on Facebook, mrgtsw on Reddit, mrgtsw on Instagram, and mrgtsw on YouTube. Lightstar777 Gaming on Twitch. At Rancher's Guide on Twitter. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them, right?
Pretty much all.
I think that's all.
Chief Kajay, thank you so much for all your knowledge, and
Definitely.
you have definitely given me several things to think about here and try and work on. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
I look forward to more knowledge in the Discord.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't be a stranger to our Discord. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this particular episode. Everybody live long and prosper.